Big topic, this one as well. The big topic from the community tab. It's from Luke Barron. And Luke Barron gave us like bullet points, and they were all very good. We might go back to your original comment originally, but I'm going to go for the first one up there for today. And which contracts would you renew now and why? And I'd be interested to see. I'm going to let you go first, but I'm going to read you and you guys the current out of contract players. So it's Reach, Westwood.
Why don't you read out the current and I'll say yes or no?
Yeah, but I'd like to give us some more depth as well. So we'll read them out. So we'll go Reach, Westwood, Lees, Harris, Kachunga, Urigidi, Rhodes, Adebayo, Pelopessi, Van Aken, who's off, so that one doesn't count.
Yeah.
Penny, Bannon, Hunt, Render, Wardock, and Hughes. Didn't include Shaw because he's already off.
Yeah.
So it's not really changed apart from Bannon's now signed a contract from when we did that 19 out of players contract thing. If you had to pick 2 players in that, I'll tell you what, let's go 3 players.
3 players.
Who are you desperate to re-sign? Or give us your number one. Who is, out of all of those, if you had to sign one player, who would you sign?
Problem, because it's a joint number one. It's Urigidi and Westwood.
No. You got to pick. So Urigidi and Westwood in your top 3. Okay. Who else makes your top 3?
I'd say Pelopessi.
Right. That's big call considering there's the likes of Reach, Harris, Rhodes on there. Kachunga, obviously. Interesting. So who makes you number one?
Urigidi.
Okay.
I think there's a talent there that we need to keep an eye on, and if we tie down to a good contract, like we said in the past, if he goes down to League One, we could make some money on him. And I don't like the idea of selling players, but we don't do it. And we need to start running the club how a football club should be run. That there's a talent there. You put a good contract. So when a Premiership team does come, you go, hi, here's the player we want. By the way, there's a 15% sell-on fee if he does really well. And if he goes to like Manchester United, not saying that he would, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In a business sense. Westwood and then Pelopessi.
Okay, so for me, my top 3...
Hard.
It is, because I really want to put Rhodes in there with his recent form in League One.
So do I. It's a hard.
Okay,
hard
I'll give you my top 3.
Go on.
For me, the top one is Westwood,
Right.
because of what he brings for our defence.
Yeah.
Even though I can see very, very valid arguments, and so much of me wants to put Urigidi at the top. Irigidi's second, but a very close second.
Yeah.
Because Urigidi is one of those that I like. Yeah, we can get another fullback in and still have the defensive strength that Westwood brings us in that line, even though Urigidi is obviously somebody I want us to tie down and make money on and actually be in this squad. And then, is it the same 3? It probably is.
Is it?
It's boring, isn't it? But I don't want to do it just for the sake of like being like, it's got to be different, because it doesn't have to be different, because if it's on there.
Because the thing I got is Reach, yes, he's a good
Because I'm looking
player.
at money as well here, by the way. I'm looking at money. That's why, because part of me would go, well, Rhodes then. But I'm looking at money, and I'm going to go Pelopessi, because I think he'd be the quality he's got and the way he's come on, he's more essential for me. If I was looking at it and go, who would I re-sign fully, and money wasn't as much of an issue, the ones I'd keep would be Westwood, Harris, Kachunga, Urigidi, Rhodes, Pelopessi, and Reach. I'd let Adebayo go because his injuries.
Yeah.
But the ones that I realistically think we should focus on, it actually extends. The ones that I think we could actually have a hand in signing, and I think the club should work on, are Westwood, Pelopessi.
Yep.
Put an actual adult contract in front of Urigidi, please.
Yeah.
Okay. Kachunga a year. Decent, not too much money wides. Harris the same, but if Harris is on too much, he can go.
Yep.
And then if you can reduce Rhodes' wages, we've seen him coming on form. League One, he'd rip it apart, that link up with Bannon. I really want to see it. I don't think I'll see it. See if you can get a reduced deal for Rhodes.
The Rhodes one will be interesting because you're showing that Moore does like him a lot. And it kind of one of those things, if he can turn around and say, look, it could be a case we turn around and say, look, you're going to play 13 football, you're going to play. That's something he's not done in age. He might.
I'm foreseeing the comments going, Rhodes has only just got good, and I get that, right?
Yeah.
It's funny that I get grief for not putting Rhodes in my sides and things like that I suggest. When up until this season, I was the one banging the drum for Rhodes and getting told he's finished.
Yeah.
Right. So we're probably going to get the other end of that now. But yeah, if you can get him on a reduced term, I very much see that side of it as well, Jake. Tell him he's going to play. Make him feel special, because he can be a special poacher. And a year in League One, he could get us back out of it with his goals.
God, yeah.
Especially with Bannon being around.
And again, it's another one to think we don't know what things are like family-wise.
Yeah.
You got to remember, when some footballers, you may not want them to sign, but they sign because the kids are set up where they are. They don't want to be away from the family.
This world we're in as well is going to change a lot.
Yeah.
In a weird way. Because yes, they're going to be able to still jet off places and do all of that. But there's players that have set down roots when they weren't planning on it. There's players that are going to realise that importance with their family and not having to there's going to be a lot of that in it.
And there's also going to be a lot of clubs that can't afford the deals that they want.
Yeah.
A lot of football now is going to be changed with how much they can do. There's already talks of some clubs putting themselves a virtual salary cap in, so they know what they're doing.